Greetings, fellow CocoCure fasters. This is the Ilosha Ola Omi. The Ilosha Petibi Ola Omi Akalatunde, and I am exhibiting the fasting principle of making sure that you achieve enough rest. I literally am getting ready to go to bed. I should have been in the bed 2 or 3 hours ago, to be honest with you. Because I haven't been home, I've been in Tennessee, I actually have gotten off of my schedule. But it's best for me, I feel best if I get in the bed at about 10 in the evening. On the evenings that I have yoga, because that tends to run to like 10:30, then I usually get in the bed around 11. And I definitely can see a difference on those days. So just in general, make sure that you get enough rest, but definitely during this time of fasting. So this is day 4 of the CocoCure Spring Cleaning Coconut Water Fast for me and those who are fasting with me. I have been doing okay. Today has been an okay day. Um, really felt not hungry, but really wanted to eat today. And not sure what it came from. I was here and my teenagers were cooking, but that's all the time, so I'm not sure why it was more acute today than it has been for the first 3 days. But I did want to say that it is necessary to pace yourself and make sure that you take your coconut water with you as you travel. Um, Day 3, I had to go to DeKalb County Farmers Market to pick up a box of the Thai coconuts. And on the way there, I took a quart box of Vita Coco with me, but I had drank most of it, so there was only a small amount at the bottom. And I'm not sure what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking I was going to be able to get the Thai coconuts open there or something, but I didn't have enough coconut water to drive there and drive all the way back because it was Saturday. The traffic was pretty thick. So as I was waiting in traffic to come back home, I did experience some listlessness and some lethargy, just overall lethargy because I wasn't taking in any nutrients. So make sure that you prepare, make sure that you travel with your coconuts and with your coconut water so that when you have those moments of feeling low, you can go ahead and drink some and lift your state and your yourself back up. Let's see, what else was I going to share with you guys? I also want to emphasize that it is necessary if you know you're going to be doing a lot of heavy physical activity to make sure that you have coconut water to replenish yourself after you've perspired, because that too will make you feel very low and very tired. So make sure that you're doing those things. Yesterday I attended a Shango Bembe and Kawo Kabiesele. And those of you who are familiar with the Yoruba style of worship know that we do a lot of very strenuous singing and dancing while we're worshiping. So did that yesterday and made sure that I had 2 coconuts with me so that I wouldn't be too tired once I left that celebration. So but I am not experiencing feeling hungry like I usually do when I fast. My stomach isn't even growling like it normally does when I fast. So coconut water is definitely a different kind of fast that I'm enjoying. Still would like to see a lot more elimination. So I'm going to go to the market tomorrow, get some more coconuts, and try to get more in my system and see if that will help me with eliminating more because I'd like to see more toxins coming out through my bowel. This evening, before I did this video, as I was preparing to go to sleep, I did a coconut water douche just to clean my vagina out as well. In the past, I have had some sexual partners that were not totally and completely on the high level that I wish they would have been. And so I didn't want any of that energetically, in my vaginal canal. I wanted to rinse that out and wash that out. And because I'm a woman, of course, the seat of my power is my womb. So I love to include her in her extremities of the vagina and the vulva and the clitoris in everything that I'm doing. So I rinsed her out tonight, and it was a sweet experience because the coconut water smells so sweet. So just imagine how sweet that was going to make my own natural juices. I was like, oh, that's nice. That's kind of fly. I'm single at this time, but when I cease to be single, when my divine mate comes along, I know that's definitely something that I'll do again. Speaking of which, it is very important, sisters, to maintain a tone in your vaginal canal and to maintain a tone of those muscles that hold your womb up. Those are called the PC muscles. Often, after we have had children or after we've gotten older, we tend to get lax and allow that area in our body to get lax. And I just think that this is not a wise way to live. It's not wise. It's not a wise choice to let yourself go in any area. And so, just like I believe in keeping my body active, the rest of my body active, I believe in working that PC muscle as well. And you can get tools to assist you in doing this that will also, because of the materials that they're made of, enrich your overall well-being. Exercising that PC muscle, doing that Kegel exercise enriches your overall self, your overall physical body, which, as I always say, is an extension of your spiritual body. So you're getting a total enrichment when you exercise, when you Kegel, when you squeeze those vaginal muscles. But if you insert, let's just say, a rose quartz egg, then that is going to specifically enrich your heart chakra and specifically brings you feelings of self-love and harmony and peace and things of that nature. So the materials that your tools that you will use to tone your vaginal walls are made of can also assist in your overall health and well-being. So I would recommend definitely jade eggs. They're usually called jade eggs, but they can be made out of any type of precious stone, any type of gemstone. So I would recommend those for exercising your vaginal walls. I would recommend Kegeling. I would also recommend purchasing items that you can use for vaginal weightlifting once you have gotten your vaginal walls toned to that degree. I purchased my vaginal weightlifting tool from tantra.com, but there are several different options for purchasing your jade eggs. My friends and family who are watching in the Caribbean, check out Nura, Nura, and her sexual empowerment items. She offers rose quartz and jade eggs. Friends and family that are here in the United States, check out Makita Voletta, Voletta. She offers rose quartz eggs. And there's also another sister whose information I'll put up on the screen that's specifically here in Atlanta. I know how you can find her though. If you go to Facebook, she did a gemstone egg hunt for Easter. Isn't that fly? Now I had to miss it because I was in Tennessee helping my daughter with my grandson. My first grandbaby came around that time. So I missed it. But she also has the eggs, vaginal the eggs that will assist you in toning your vaginal walls, made out of many different gemstones. So check those out. That is as important and is part of maintaining all health. That's it's not taboo. Your the sexual part of yourself and your genitals, none of those things are taboo. All of those things are a beautiful outgrowth of your spiritual body. So I just wanted to touch on those things. And then I was doing some research tonight. One of the ways that I make it through a fast is I research different recipes and create a lot of different lovely foods while I'm fasting, but also research the different things that I'm going to incorporate into my diet when I'm finished fasting. So I was doing that tonight and came across some reviews of two of the raw restaurants that are here in Atlanta. And one of them is called Loving It Live, and the other one is Tassili's Raw Reality. I haven't been to Loving It Live yet. Tassili's Raw Reality I love. It is on Ralph David Abernathy. Can't miss it. It's right there in the heart of the West End. And her food is intensely delicious. The vibration of her establishment is beautiful and powerful and calm and compassionate. Very child friendly, very woman friendly, very love based and love centered. So check it out when you get the opportunity. Loving It Live, I'm looking forward to being able to check them out as well. I have a good sister friend that recently began working there. So I'm looking forward to checking them out after my fast is over. But I wanted to, I'm bringing them up because I was reading the reviews on both of the restaurants. And I think the reviews were on Yelp or some such site as that. And one of the reviews for Loving It Live said, Ankh people with dreads live here. So be aware of the community that you're coming into, or something of that nature. Kind of a slur, but almost done in a more covert fashion. And it just brought me back to my thinking on the face of the healthy eating and holistic health community and how that has changed over time and how it has become um, or how it is pushed to be the personal property of wealthy suburbanites, and not just wealthy suburbanites, but wealthy white suburbanites. It seems to be now, something that they feel like they exclusively own and they exclusively do. I find that to be quite disturbing, mostly because I am a child of the 60s and my mother was, a hippie for the most part, and I was raised around, a group of thinking people of color who practice healthy living. Not to the degree that I do, but the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, so I'm just moving forward with the practices that I was given. But I wanted to say, it is not the realm of wealthy white suburbanites. Everyone as a birthright of health, of good health. And Earth Mother Onile provides actually the best foods and the most powerful foods for maintaining good health in tropical areas. And in uh, tropical areas do not breed wealthy white suburbanites. Tropical areas breed people of color who generally see their wealth in their family and in their health. So it's not your realm, you don't get to come into different our establishments or black establishments and then try to slur us on the internet is saying this is a different type of vibration or a different type of place to be. That just didn't sit well with me, and that way of thinking and way of viewing healthy living and healthy eating does not sit well with me. I'm very it hurts my feelings, and I find it to be ridiculous that organic foods and healthy foods have now been priced in such a way that normal, regular, average, everyday people can't afford them. You know, that is ridiculous to me, and it's being done by design. It is ridiculous to me that all of the healthy food markets, all the health food markets, and all the places where you can go to get foods in their natural state are way out in suburban communities. That's distasteful to me. And it's being done by design, it's being done on purpose. But healthy living, living properly, eating foods in their natural state, eating fresh foods, as Dr. Aretha calls them, instead of raw foods. All of those things are the birthright of the original people, of the Earth's majority people. We began the life of humankind eating this way. Many, many thousands of years passed before fire was ever discovered. So for all of those thousands of years, our ancestors, majority of people, ancestors, were eating a raw plant-based diet. So it is definitely our birthright to eat properly and to eat healthily. And we don't have to go outside of ourselves to find proper methods of doing this. I love the way that Dr. Latham says there's no mystique around it. And he always says that he's not selling any product. He's just wanting to educate individuals on healthy living. But there's no mystique around it. He doesn't call his raw food. He says it's sun-fired and it is fresh. Because to call it raw puts it in this realm of very expensive living. You need this high-powered, high-priced dehydrator. You need this high-powered, high-priced mixer and blender and all of these things that normal people cannot afford in order to sustain that lifestyle. And to call it raw kind of puts that vibration on it. So he moves away from doing that, which I think is wise for the same reason that I'm saying is that anybody can enjoy healthy living. Anybody can eat properly. It is possible for everyone. So just wanted to share that rant before I fall off to sleep 2 hours later than I should. I'm in my PJs, got my hair tied up. I'm ready to lay it on down. Last thing I have to do is take off my jewelry. I couldn't come to the screen that raw, just without my jewelry. I already got my eye makeup off. So I pray that everybody has a blissful, peaceful night. I pray that your dreams are prophetic and wonderful and that you travel to beautiful spaces in your dream time. This is day 4, about to be day 5 of CocoCure. Day 5 is the halfway mark, y'all. We are halfway there. Woo! So, day 4, like I said, wanted to eat, thought about eating a little bit. I did have a glass of pineapple orange juice because I let my electrolytes get so low. So I sipped on a little bit of that while I was cracking over one of my coconuts tonight. And I put a little bit of lime in my coconut juice tonight, the last glass that I had, because I just wanted to see if that would help with my lack of bowel movement. Because I have been urinating. I don't know if I made that clear, but I wanted my bowels to move the way that they regularly do. So I'm trying to get that happening and get that going. And my urine smells like coconut water, which was funny to me. Interesting thing to note. But I did have a sip, like I said, that orange juice, and it didn't change anything. I didn't feel any different. I just didn't feel as listless as I had before. And so for the rest of it, all straight pure coconut water. The coconut water with the lime juice was really good because it made the coconut water taste creamy. So it had a key lime pie type vibration happening. Yeah, that was nice. So I'm definitely gonna try that again probably after the fast. Since it didn't have any effect, I'm not gonna do it again for the fast. I'm gonna get on back to the pure coconut water. But there's a recipe somewhere online for a key lime pie that you use the jelly from the coconut and you mix it with lime juice and make a key lime pie. So I will be looking into that once my fast is over. So day 4, pray that you all's day 4 has been as good as mine. Pray that it hasn't been as busy as mine, and pray that you have had sense enough to get enough rest. So I'm about to go get some rest now. Peace to everybody. Love, bliss, light to everybody. All right. I will holler at y'all tomorrow.